Is there kind of a pattern with transfers where like maybe you start off hot because teams haven't scouted you, and then in the SEC it's hard early, and then your experience kind of picks up and you hit stride?
Yeah, that's usually how it works. Teams don't really know who you are, maybe because you transfer to a different conference and, they're trying to learn you. But, more so for me, it's just playing the right way. I don't care if a team knows me up from head to toe. It's just about playing the right way. I think that's the best way to be efficient.
When do you feel like things started to fit, that you fit the team and the team fit you and things were getting together?
I definitely feel like the fit and the turnaround came with on the defensive end. We kind of found our identity defensively, and it's helped us a lot offensively. So, it's just transition from one end to another.
Thank you,
Scotty.
Yeah, Trey, you've talked about everything is about playing the right way. Just about every time that we've talked to you, I'm curious who taught you to maybe play the right way, and maybe why did that message stick?
I think it's always the way I play. I never try to do too much. I always just try to be me. But more so just the coaches I've been around. Coaches like Coach Floyd at UTEP, it started out with him. Coach Marshall at Wichita State, and now Coach Musselman and his staff. They just, those are guys who, get guys who play the right way. They kind of want guys who gonna come in and fit and mesh well with teams. So, just learning from them, that kind of, helped me become the player I am, and, look in the mirror and know who I really am as a player. And, it's helped me be successful a lot.
As a guy that's been around the college game a lot, I'm curious what impresses you most about Jalen, and maybe just the way that he's developed over these last handful of games.
I always mesh well when I play with, talented fives. We always mesh well. But with Jalen, he's just skilled. Like, he's like a big old guard. He can dribble, pass, shoot. And, he's an unselfish guy like me. So, it just works out so well. We mesh well. And, we're great friends and great teammates. And, that goes a long way on the court with chemistry.
Did you feel like you guys had a pretty good chemistry before this run? Like in practice, did you guys kind of jive pretty well?
It was crazy because at the beginning of the summer when I started playing here, me and Jay Will was on the team, and we kind of was making plays together. And he said, let me find out me and you got chemistry. And from that point on, I knew we kind of had something going. It was just a matter of time we was going to put it together, but I always knew we had a certain connection. So, yeah.
Bob?
Hey, Trey, I know there's a lot that's gone into this winning streak, but, you guys are 5-0 since they decided to put you back in the lineup after you had a couple starts earlier. Well, what do you think in particular you've added to the mix to get help with this winning streak?
I'm just trying to be the energy on the defensive end every time down. I'm talking every single time, man. And, really my focus is just on winning. Like, I really don't care about anything else much, really. I just – it's one step at a time, and, all I can think about is just winning the game. And, I'm just bringing the energy, man. I'm just, whatever it's going to take to win, that's what I'm trying to do.
And then Eric, I guess it goes after the A&M game the other night, not last night, but the A&M game, he talked about how, you guard your guy, but then you help with other guys too. I mean, I would think most guys would have their hands full just guarding their own guy, but what do you think you do specifically that Eric likes so much about your defense? What do you do specifically to take care of your guy and also help out other guys?
Well, I'm just, I'm containing the ball. I'm staying in front of the ball. I'm doing all the things coach is teaching. And, I think that's helping me. But also, I know my personnel, who I'm guarding, like in the back of my head. Like, I know who I got in front of me. So it's more so me just focusing on, maybe I got to step over and help the other guys. And then when my guy gets the ball, I know to contain him. I know the right way to contain him. I know what he's going to do. It's just a matter of focus. It's a matter of effort and, just really keying into what defense really is.
And you'd had a couple starts earlier against the line, and I can't remember the other team off the top of my head, but and then you weren't playing much. And then they put you in the starting lineup. I would think an older guy could easily get down because, hey, this is my last year in college. I came here to make an impact. I'm not playing. You obviously didn't mope or get down. What was your attitude about that? And what's the key to staying positive when you're not playing a lot?
Well, obviously, I was a little frustrated with it, but it's my last year. I got no room to complain. I got no room to move around. The best thing I can do is stick it out and show coach that I can do it. I can really help keying in on winning. So, I just stuck with it. No matter how sad or frustrated I was, I just had to stick with it every day. I had to come with it, prepare myself to try to make it more minutes out there.
Okay, I might have a couple more, but I'll turn it back to Mike. Thanks, Trey.
You're welcome.
Curtis.
Trey, you mentioned how defense kind of sparked the turnaround for this group. I guess I'm curious, is there an area of maybe improvement where you think things could go to another level?
Yeah, I think me and Jay Will are the most talkative guys on the court, and obviously the other guys talk, but if all five can be talking every time down, we would be way more dangerous. I feel like, defense is more of a intimidation thing. Like when all five guys are keyed in and locked in on defense, it's hard to score. So I just think more talking, more movement, and more. We could always do more. There's always more to the table. So even me. So.
And then obviously you guys practice here in a few minutes, but just curious what, if anything, about West Virginia, and then just what are your thoughts on being able to step out of league play and get into an event like this?
It's pretty cool to play against a Big 12 team. I know, it's a kind of a challenge. I know it's kind of a bragging rights and competition right when you got the SEC playing against the Big 12. So I know all the teams are looking forward to it. But I played against West Virginia a couple years back, and I know they're a physical team. They press, they play defense hard. So, we just got to match their energy. We got to match it. We got to come with it, and I think we'll be successful.
Bob.
I know Eric's really raved about your defense. You talked about defense first, but you're knocking down some jump shots. Seems like when you get your feet squared on those threes, man, you're like Steph Curry or something. Well, what have you thought about? I guess your offense is a bonus with the way you play, physical and rebound and defense. But what have you thought about your offense? You've had a couple pretty good scoring games, and you've really been knocking the three down pretty good.
Yeah, just staying ready, getting the reps in. Mark, he been telling me that just shoot the ball. We work on it all day in practice, before practice, after practice. So they're just staying ready. I know JD getting in the lane, all our good players, they know how to get in the lane, and it's just a matter of finding guys and making the right play. That's what it all come down to. It's just all it all works out together. So.
And then Scotty, he's a lot smarter than I am. When you guys started that lineup against Missouri, he said, "Man, this team has not been on the floor together 1 second this season." Eric said, last night he never thought about putting this lineup together. Like in the offseason, they never thought they'd be starting the guys. I guess, Kamani, then he was out. But when you knew the starting lineup going to that Missouri game, do you remember thinking, man, I don't know about this? Or what are the coaches thinking? Or kind of, it's obviously worked out great. But what was your initial thought? Do you remember?
I was just telling the guys this is going to be the lineup. I never got down on any of our lineups. Every time coach switched up the lineup, I'm like, this is the lineup. So, it was just a matter of which one was going to work the best. And, this is working for us. I think we got a lot of junkyard dogs in there, which helping us a lot. And you got guys like me and Jay Will that's unselfish. And, skilled bigs is really a diverse lineup. So it's helping us out a lot.
And, yeah, you talk about the skilled bigs. I mean, like yourself and Deese, you guys are pretty good ball handlers for bigger guys, I think. But, West Virginia, they call them Press Virginia. And I know the personnel's probably changed since you played those guys, but Bob Huggins is still the coach, and he has a system that probably hasn't changed much year to year. What do you remember specifically about playing those guys and the pressure they put on you, and just how tough you got to be, how strong you got to be with the ball to fend them off?
Right, yeah, them guys are physical. They don't stop coming. They're gonna keep coming all night. And it's just a matter of matching the energy, man. We got to match the toughness, and that's just what it's all about.
And they've lost 4 in a row, but it's like the Kansas, Baylor, Texas Tech, Oklahoma. I mean, really good teams. What are you expecting from them? They're coming in here. I'm sure they're sick of losing. Kind of, what are you expecting from them coming in here having this 4-game losing streak, but against really, really good competition?
Desperation. And then, the theme of that team is to go hard. So I'm preparing it like they won 5 in a row, 4 in a row. So, we just got to match the toughness. We can't lay down. We can't be comfortable at all. So we're going to come with it also.
And then how confident are you guys with this winning streak? I mean, playing so well and.
I'm confident in our guys. I think we can keep it going. That's all I'm worried about is the next win, whatever it's going to take to get this next win. That's all I can worry about.
Okay, I'm good. Thanks, Trey.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Trey. Appreciate your time.
Appreciate y'all.